Hello everyone, welcome to another planty video. It is me, Desiree, and today I wanted to share some plant genuses. I know there's a plural to that word and I could not think of it to save my life before I started the videos. I know it's not genuses. Plant varieties that I only own one of. I got inspired to do this video because someone left me a comment asking what my favorite genus was. And I was like, oh, I'm an equal opportunist. You know, I like to try everything because everything is so pretty. But then I got thinking, like, there are some, though, that I only have one. Like, I didn't want to go out and buy a whole bunch of anthuriums. I only have the one. And I thought I would just share with you. I think I have 4 or 5 here to share. And I thought I would just, I don't know, let you know the things I only own one of and don't really have any interest in going to buy other ones, you know? So the first thing I only own one of is an anthurium. And it's not even like one of the really fancy anthuriums that are out there that look really cool, but when I see people's videos where they talk about those plants, they're always just like one cool leaf. They don't really do a whole lot, and they don't really do a lot for me. Like, I like to admire them from afar. Good for you, not for me, you know? So this is one of those anthuriums that they're usually called like flamingo, or there's a chocolate one. I'll insert a picture here because mine doesn't have any of the bracts on it. They were so pretty when I had it. It was beautiful and pink, but once they fall off, they have not grown back. It has just grown regular green leaves, which are still really pretty. Like, I've kept this plant because I love the foliage. I think it's really cute. This one here was eaten by a pest, so it has some little chomp marks on it. But I really like this. I think it's really cute. It's really easy to take care of too. It'll take any kind of lighting situation, and I let it dry out and then I water it. I did recently put it in this cute pot, and I think it's a really cute plant, but it doesn't have the bracts on it anymore. And every time I see one of these at the store that has a really cool colored one, I want to get it. Like, there's one at the grocery store that I go to regularly. They have a little plant section. Of course, I gotta check it out. And they have a lot of these anthuriums there, and they have like white ones. It's like a big white, beautiful color with like pink, like cream splashes on it. It looks so beautiful and I always want it. But then I have to remember, those are eventually going to fall off, and what you're going to be left with is just the regular green foliage. So just kind of keep that in mind. I always want to buy another one, but I have to remember, it's eventually going to turn into just foliage. I mean, unless there's a way to get the bracts to stay beautiful, let me know. If you have one that has bracts on it that has stayed for a long time, I would love to know, because I think they're so pretty. And if you don't know, bracts are actually just modified leaves. They look like flowers, but it's actually just a modified leaf, and they're just called bracts.
Bark? Jeez, it's been a while. Let me give it a try. Brack? What the hell is that?
There's a lot of different flowers that plants that get bracts. You know, the anthuriums do. Bougainvillea, which is an outdoor plant, does have bracts on it as well. Also, these right here. We're doing a whole bracts lesson right now. These leaves right here that are on this euphorbia, these are called bracts as well, because they're just modified leaves. They kind of look like they might be flowers, but it's just a modified leaf type of thing. Yeah, so it's called a bract. Put that back gently. Okay, the next plant I only have one of is this begonia. So this is a begonia maculata wightii, and I wanted this for so long because I saw Jenna Marbles talk about one, and the way she talked about it, the way she showed it, it looked so beautiful. The way the camera work was on that plant, it just like looked like, oh my god, I have to have it. And Costa Farms put these out regularly in their Trending Tropicals line, so I like hunted one down. But most of the time they didn't look really good, but when I found a really good one, I had to have it. I just was like crazy. And it was really big and full. It was a beautiful plant. I actually got this at Osuna Nursery here where I live, because the Lowe's ones didn't look good, but Osuna, I've never seen Costa Farms plants there before, but they've been carrying them lately. They're not in the planters, but they're selling them for the same price. Go figure. But anyway, I got this there, and it was so full. It was so lush. Like, I just wanted to hug it. It was so beautiful. I mean, now it's only 4 leaves. They're still very pretty. They have this green leaf with the white polka dots, which is really unusual, and then like a nice maroon on the back side. Mine only has 2 nice looking leaves. This one's a pretty good looking leaf too, and then this one here that I cut because it was just crispy and folded up. But ever since I moved here, a couple leaves did fall off, and then it's just been this forever. It hasn't changed, it hasn't grown, it hasn't done anything. and it has, you know, it's just been sitting, and I'm fine with it because it's pretty. But I saw, I don't even know who it was, somebody had a plant like this growing in water. You know what? I think I might do that right now. She had the stems, like cut the stems right like where the node is, stuck them in a nice, cool, like slim vase, and then had it growing in water, and it was thriving, and it looked beautiful. I think I'm gonna do that right now. Let me go get a little vessel. You know what? This video is gonna be a little of everything today. I'm so glad I'm doing this. Okay, I got my little glass with some water in it. Got my little scissors. I also got a damp paper towel because I noticed how dusty these leaves are. So let's clean these leaves off really quick. I'm surprised this plant hasn't gotten crispier than it is right now because I have a humidifier on the table where this plant is at, but I don't turn it on that often because I keep forgetting. Once the water runs out, I'm like, oh, it's like a whole thing to fill it up, and then what if there's dishes in the sink, and then the I have to wash all the dishes to get the humidifier in the sink to fill it up. You know, it's, you know, all those minor inconveniences. So I forget to turn it on all the time, but yeah, look at that dust. Okay, I'm gonna give this plant a new life. I'm kind of nervous actually. But the one that she had just looked so good, and it was thriving too, so maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it's gonna be okay. So I'm gonna cut it. Ooh, and I got these nice sticks in here to reuse for other stuff. So I'm sure you can see, there's like little tiny, I'm saying I'm sure you can see, but I bet you can't. There's like little tiny roots sticking out right here. I'm gonna cut it, you know, right below that, because I think that's where some roots might grow. So there's also a new growth right here. Do I want to go out of my way to save that? All right, I'm gonna cut it. Here we go. I did it. I did it. I cut it. Okay. So there's actually a node. Actually, you know what? How many times can I say actually in this video? I'm going to cut that little stick part off a little bit because I don't know if that node doesn't look that good. All right. Going to put that there in the water. It looks better already. It just looks like a nice cut flower. All right. Second one. Same thing. I'm going to cut it right there. And then this little bump that's there with that little piece of root sticking out, that's where some roots are going to grow. Let me cut a little bit more off there. All right, that looks good. And there we are. My brand new begonia maculata wightii. It looks good. I like it. I think it looks really cute. It'd be like a nice little thing to put on my table in the middle of my kitchen table. But for now, we're gonna put it off to the side there. And then I just have this pot of soil now. There is a new growth right there. Do I bother with it? Probably not. But I got my beautiful plant there, and I hope it does a lot better. All right, back to the plants I only own one of. I'm so bad about cleaning these off. I always see people say, oh, you gotta make sure and sanitize them every time and wash them every time. And I'm just like, I do not have the time. I mean, I have the time, I just don't want to do it. I don't really care. As long as the plant doesn't have pests, if it had a pest like spider mites in particular, yes, I would probably clean those, but I don't really care. I'll use my kitchen scissors, I'll use a knife. It's fine. Your plant is more resilient than you think. All right, next plant. So another plant I only own one of is schefflera. So this is a variegated schefflera. I got this from rooted.com. I paid for it, but it came in a little mystery box. Oh, there's some dead leaves right there. And I did a video actually on this plant, on unboxing it. I did my unboxing and a 6-month update in the same video. So if you want to see me unbox this, see how it started and see how it's going, I'll link that video down below if you want to check it out. But I did get this from them. I had no idea what it was or how to take care of it, but it seems to be pretty easy so far. It's obviously a little miniature one. I kind of just let the soil get dry and then I water it, and it seems to be doing really well. It grows these cute little like bunches of leaves. I don't know what these are called, but it grows in like, it looks like a little hand is popping out when they're growing, just because it grows, I don't know, about 5 or 6 little leaves on one little branch, and it's so cute. I love this thing a lot. And I see these all the time at Lowe's and at Home Depot. No, at Home Depot lately. They've been having huge ones. They're at least 3 feet tall and they're only $20. And they're so full. They're not the variegated ones or just the full green ones, but oh my goodness, I picked one out the other day because you know how you have to pick out the best ones. You pull all of them out, line them up, and look like a crazy person, and you just inspect each one, which one has the best leaves and stems. And I picked one out and I was carrying it around and I put it back because I'm like, that it's just too big. Where am I gonna put that? And I'm happy with my little guy here, so I didn't buy it. And I love it. It's just cute, easy, nice little plant. And I have it in this little pot that I got at Target earlier this year that says, "Plants are my soil mates." I think it's so cute. I hope Target comes back with their really cool pots that they came out with this year. They were so nice and really, really cheap. Okay, I have one more plant to show you. This is a fiddle leaf fig. So someone actually left me a comment asking if I had one of these because I've never shown it before or talked about it, I guess. And I guess I just haven't had a video idea where this would naturally, I don't know, organically fit into the video. So this one, here it is, the perfect one. This is actually a dwarf variety and it was called Little Fiddle on the tag. I thought that was so cute. I'm going to assume this is a Costa Farms plant, but I really don't remember. My boyfriend actually bought this for me. I think it was 15 bucks or it was on sale or something. That's why he bought it. And I love it. I actually had no interest in having a fiddle leaf fig just because, I don't know, I just don't like the big giant plant with, it has like 4 leaves on it after a while. It always looks kind of sad. And just everything people have said about these plants just makes me shy away from them. And usually I'm up to try anything. Like I'll try any kind of plant. But for some reason this one just seemed so scary. I don't remember when he bought this. Was it last year or was it just earlier this year? I have no concept of time. But I have had this for several months at least. And I think it's so cool. It's always growing new leaves. And the leaves do come in with all this like red stuff on them. But it goes away. It just seems to be on the new leaf, and then the big grown leaves don't have that on it. But it seems like every single leaf gets it, and I've always seen people talk about it. There's no way you can prevent it. It's just something natural that happens on the plant, but it will go away. This plant grows leaves all the time. Like it has filled out a lot. It used to be a lot shorter and a lot thinner, and it's just gotten really bushy and tall. I know it doesn't look that tall, but compared to how it was. I do have this sitting on my kitchen counter under the skylight, because one thing I heard about fiddle leaf figs is once you find a spot that they're doing well and thriving in, don't move them because they'll freak out and all their leaves will fall off. But this one is doing really, really well. I go in there and I shake it like this gently every now and then because people say it helps with the stem being strong. I really don't know. It has lost a few leaves over the time, like the bottom ones here, but the rest of the leaves are doing great. Like I said, it grows new leaves all the time, like this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. It has 5 stems in here and each one is always putting out at least 2 or 3 leaves. And I think it's so cute. I always want to repot it just to put it in like a nicer little situation, but it's doing so well like this, I don't want to bother it. I'm like, I'm gonna be fine with this plastic pot, it's okay. But I love this plant. It's just so cute and compact and little and bushy and cute, and I love it. And I never really had any interest in a fiddle leaf fig before, but now that I have it, love it so much. So how I take care of this one, I really just let it get dry. Like I let it dry out all the way and then I water it, and that's kind of it. I also have it under the skylight and I never move it. I actually need to take it outside today because I want to spray it down. It's got a little dust on it. But other than that, it seems to be easy so far. But like I said, it's a smaller one. It's not those big trees that can be really fussy. But yeah, anyway, that is it. Those are the 4 plants so far that I only have one of. My anthurium, my begonia that I impromptu propagated, my schefflera, and my fiddle leaf fig. Let me know some plants you only own one variety of. I would love to know. But yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.